every member of the joint family began to turn on Rammaya, their resentment toward her festering with every passing year. Was his life any better before? She would wonder in the quiet moments after his rages, staring at the cracks in the walls. The answer didn't matter. She had become the scapegoat for every disappointment in his life. One evening, the family announced their plan. They would find another wife for their son, someone who could finally bear them the grandchild they so desperately wanted. Not just any child, of course. A boy. Rammaya was fine. For the first time, she could finally think about herself, not as someone to serve others, but as someone who deserved more. It was during this time that she noticed him, the porter, a sturdy man with sun-darkened skin and a frame shaped by years of grueling labor. He stood out without trying. For days, she had seen him passing by with heavy loads balanced on his back. His eyes looked kind, though he rarely lingered long enough for her to catch more than a fleeting glimpse. Something about him stirred a sense of longing she hadn't felt in years. A longing not just for connection, but for freedom. And just as if it were written in her fate, the moment she never imagined, not even in her wildest dreams, happened. "Can you spare some water for a tired porter?" The porter called out one day, wiping the sweat from his brow. The woman looked up from her task, startled. "Yes, of course. Rest your load on the terrace," she replied, her voice steady but tinged with hesitation. He listened intently, reassuring himself that she was someone he was permitted to speak with, someone from or near his tribe, though the house's location and condition hinted as much, like a quiet whisper of familiarity. Mangali eased himself onto the terrace. He surveyed the house, a tiny two-story structure, its door ajar, revealing a dark interior. Near the entrance, a Lisno staircase, built poorly out of a single tree, with each step carved to fit an adult's foot, rose steeply, its shadows merging with the dim corners of the house. "Where's everyone?" he asked, when she returned with a clay mug of water. Her fingers trembled slightly as she handed it to him. "In the fields," she said, avoiding his gaze. "Planting season keeps them busy." Mangali tilted the jar, pouring the water into his mouth from a foot above, careful to avoid letting it touch his lips. "You own fields,"